Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the #1 team in the land, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Miners will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Bears return man Hartley helped out the offense with that one. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Dances away from 1. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Scanning the field, it's Bennett. Feeling some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks. And the coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So UTEP's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammate...
Afterburners coming. Past the 10. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking downfield, it's Bennett. Got a man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to throw. Got his man down the middle. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Gets away from 1. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. The give to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fakes the grab on the left.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here on this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking to throw, it's McGee. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Oh, what a cut! He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Bennett. He's got his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Bears are in the hurry-up.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
That makes the score UTEP 14, Baylor 6.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball and the Minor offense ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. They're setting up the screen. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll try the left side. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Out of the backfield, the running back snags him, but couldn't keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air, it's Bennett. Gets it out quickly. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. He'll just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Bears in the hurry up. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They'll snap it for the 10th time. time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Washington. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes...
It's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd and California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's McGee. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got... to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bears! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You just throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Guys, it's been an entertaining 1st half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So, good 1st half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this 1st half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the 2nd half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bears will boot it away to start the 2nd half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Miners brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. With jet sweep pass. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Jolly. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Miners.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. When you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things.
Lofts one high and deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Baylor! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to see.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's McGee. It's complete. Just trucks through it. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Touchdown, UTEP! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
To throw, it's Bennett. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's a draw. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Washington. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Back to pass, it's Bennett. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it to the right side. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
This offense has a second down play. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of the stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the Miners get enough to move the chains.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB.
Gonna let it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Trying to find his man on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Second down after that incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Bennett. Firing to the right, complete. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And the Bears will snap it on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's looking for a man on second down. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Back to throw. It's Bennett. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it and still on his feet. He is stopped short on the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.